Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about a tool that I have explored and I want to share with you guys. The tool is called as Web Scraper, Open Web Scraper. This is available on Google Web Store, so you can get it. I have already installed it. I'll show you. It's in my extension bar. Web Scraper, free web scraping, details and description. Web data extraction tool with an easy point and click interface for modern web. Okay, so directly what it does, it helps you scrap data from a website. It helps to automate that process. So first of all, I'll show you how to install it or get it as an extension. Simply search Web Scraper Chrome. So the first link which you see on your Google search, that is the web scraping extension link. So simply what you have to do, you have to simply click on it. It will redirect you to the extension installation page. Here I have already installed it, that's why it is saying remove from Chrome. You can come here and you can click on install simply. So this is the extension page for Web Scraper, free web scraping. So what it does, we'll briefly read about it. What it does: web data extraction tool with an easy point and click interface for modern web. Free and easy use web scraping tool for everyone. With a simple point and click interface, the ability to extract thousands of the records from a website takes only a few minutes. Okay, few minutes to scrap, and that also thousand of records, right? And Web Scraper utilizes a modular structure that is made of selectors, which instructs the scraper on how to traverse the target site and what data to extract. Thanks to this structure, Web Scraper is able to extract information from modern and dynamic websites such as Amazon, TripAdvisor, eBay. So we can scrap data from such e-commerce websites also, to know to get data more detailed manner without needing to go to the website. Now Web Scraper runs on your browser and doesn't need anything requirement. It does not have, okay, it runs on a browser. You don't need any Python, PHP, JavaScript coding experience, so it is automated tool. That's why I wanted to show you this. Additionally, Web Scraper offers the ability to completely automate data extraction. Okay, so main achievement behind it is to automate the data extraction. Okay, now the installation part I have told you. Now we'll see it's working. First of all, you have to search for a website where you want to scrap. So I'll search best hotels recommendation, because I want recommendations of hotels, and I want to scrape data so I can easily get it. So I'll search it, and you can see various tabs and all open, and various links coming up. Just here, TripAdvisor, it is a known website to check for hotels. I'll open it, right? So this is a TripAdvisor website. It tells you about hotels and their details about how much rent is it, if you have to pay, how luxurious it is, and how they provide their facilities. Okay, so we don't want this interface, right? We want it as a scrape data that can be efficiently utilized and used. So that's why what we will do, we have to simply install this extension. Then next thing we have to do is left click and select inspect element. When you select inspect element, you will see that there is tool called as web scraper here, right? This web scraper tool, this web scraper tool here, it comes because when we install extension, this extension permits it to be embedded here, to be implemented, right? Now I have implemented it on Instagram, Nostream and TripAdvisor for a short coming time. Now I'll do it again, so I'll delete this previous one. Okay, now this is simple tool. You have to just create a new sitemap. Create sitemap. You'll see two fields to fill. The first field is the name of the sitemap. So whatever name you want to give it. I'll give it as TripAdvisor because it's the name of the website, right? The lowercase, they are advising us to keep everything in lowercase. I'll keep it in lowercase. Then start the URL. So they are asking me where you want to scrape data. Just copy the URL and paste it here, right? And then click create sitemap. Now you will see something like this. Something came up. There is an ID, there is an selector, there is a type, multiple, parent, selector, action. So this is nothing but this is the simplest layout to trace. We are going to automate the process. That's why this is a field that is given to trace your actions, right? So I'll explain everything. First of all, add a new selector. Selector is a type where I automate my selections. Now the first selector, now this is my first page, right? There are n number of pages like this. I'll show you where at the end of this page I'll see page number, right? So my first selector is page number. I'll give it as page number, and the type of the selector is link, because it will be linking to other page and the data will be getting refreshed. We cannot keep it as text because text data won't be refreshing and going to other link data will process it and go to next page. Now link data, now we have to see how it is how the selector is working. So we have multiple pages, that's why we will click multiple and then we'll select the selectors. That is, we have to just hover on this pages field, and whenever it is yellow in color we have to select it, right? One or two selections will help you select all the pages which are available there. So after selecting these all pages, you can select done selecting. So you'll see something here, a.pagename, that is the background part where this page as a selector is been working. So now what this selector is doing, it is going back to your web page, collecting the data from a.pagename and then processing it here to go to the next element of a.pagename. Okay, so this way we can process all the pages here given, right? So we'll save this selector. Page number is only used as a selector to process the pages, so we'll save the selector. We saved the selector. Now every page number is containing variety of info of all the hotels, right? These all variety of infos, so we have to collect this. Therefore I'll go into the ID named as page number. I'll click on it and go inside it. I went inside it, means now I am entering the first page and I am trying to select data that is useful for me as a selector field. So in the selector field, first of all, I have to collect the name of the hotels. So I'll write hotel names. I have to keep the data as text only because I don't want to process it further. I simply want the details of it. So text data, there are multiple selections, therefore I'll select multiple. Then I'll select selector field. Now for selector field, I'll hover over the names of the hotels like this and select it one by one. Once or twice or thrice I have selected 2 or 3 hotel names, you'll see that every hotel name is been selected by itself, right? Then after that I have to do only done selecting, and you'll see the element in background from where the name of the hotels is been fetched will be pasted here in selector field. So whenever new page, new element, hotel name will be coming on a page after refreshment, it will be collected here by the web scraper. Okay, similarly save selector, I'll save it. This is hotel names. Similarly I want more details like hotel name. After hotel name I want price. So it is also multiple, so I'll select again 1, 2, and you will see other prices have been automatically been selected, right? So done selecting, right? Save selector, and I want another more, that is details what they are providing, details of hotel. Okay, so they are also multiple, so we'll select multiple. We'll see what details we want, these details, right? Then we'll select these details by clicking full box. See, I'm clicking the full box, so it will collect all the data in that box. 1 full box, 2, 3, it has selected otherwise, other data it has directly selected for us. We will do done selecting. It's been done. Okay, save selector. So we can see that we are scraping data for hotel names, price and details on every page. Now to see how we have made a sitemap, we can see it through sitemap TripAdvisor selector graph. Selector graph, what it will tell us, how will the site will be processed for web scraping. So root means the initial page where you are processing it, this page, this link. Now from root, I'll click it. We come to know that first of all a page number will be selected. So first of all in root it will come and select one page number 1, then this page appears. Then in page number 1 will select all the data of hotel names, price and details, right? Now again looping back, in page number 2 it will select all the names of hotel, price and details of hotel. This way it will go on and it will scrape the data, it will collect the data. Now simply what I'll do, I'll start scraping, that is by going in sitemap TripAdvisor, I'll select scrape and request interval 2000. We have to keep it 2000 only, it is fine. Now the scraping began. So now what my tool is doing, it is using my web browser to scrape the data automatically. Means it is requesting the URL to browse through every page and collecting the data in this web scraper too. We don't have to do anything, we just have to wait. Now for the time being we'll have to wait. I might need to fast forward this part because it might take a lot of while. We can see that it has completed its scraping. So what can we read now is no data scraped yet. So this is a false message, not required. We can select refresh to see what data we have scrapped. So I'll select it, and this is the data we have scrapped. I'll show you, wait a minute. This is the data we have scrapped. See, there are URL from where it has taken, there are page numbers, okay, there are reviews for the hotel, there are name of the hotel. We have scraped data successfully, right? Page number 1, page number 6. So these are loop and iterations. You won't be getting data in equal in uniform manner. You'll see some discrepancies in between, but you have the data whatever there was. So their luxuries, whatever they provide, everything data we have. Now this data is raw, this data is redundant, this data is not accurate right now. You need to do your analysis on it, and you need to pre-process it to get it more sorted and structured. So first of all, this got scraped, so how can we extract it? We'll simply select export data as CSV, okay, and they are saying loading TripAdvisor data from storage and generating a CSV file. Once the file has been generated, download link is here, so select download now. Now you'll see a CSV file has been downloaded. Simply open the file, and here's your data that has been scrapped. Wait a minute, I'll just show you, expanding it, how it looks, right? These are page numbers, this is page number reference. Wait, this column is not required by us. I'll simply delete that. Hotel name is required, price is required, right, and details of hotel is required. For this only we have been scraping the data. Now you can see we have successfully able to scrape data of hotel names, prices indulged with them, and the reviews of it, the reviews and what amenities they are giving, right? This is a redundant, again I am repeating, this is a redundant data. This is not accurate data. You have to structure it, you have to process it. This is still raw, this is not formatted data. So this is what I wanted to show you. It is easy web automated web scraper technique, so that you can obtain raw redundant data for your research. And in next video we'll be seeing a small snippet of a code, how we can pre-process and work on a data of comments. So for now, thank you for watching this long video, and keep watching. Thanks, bye bye.